Hey friends, it's Jean with Jean B Apothecary, and this is Metamorphosis in Motion. Today is day 25. I can't even believe it's day 25. Every day I'm going to say that. I just want you to know. So today I'm reflecting on just how much I've learned over these past 25 days. I went from kind of not knowing very much at all about videoing and taking B-roll and learning apps to make reels and social media and all that stuff to, I know a lot more than I did then. I know I've got a lot more to learn, but at least I have made a start and I feel really good about that. Today I got some new equipment and I've been playing around with that, and I really can't believe how long it takes me to get to doing some of these things and knowing how to use them. So I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you a little bit about what it is that I'm learning and why it's never too late to start. So I am 54 and I've been kind of trying to learn. I consider myself a lifelong learner, but I am more of a lifelong learner in the reading and understanding things than doing. So I had to get comfortable with just starting and just doing to learn. And I want to say that if you're kind of hung up on whether you know how to do something or not, that it's not letting you move forward, to not do that. You have to move forward. You have to start. You have to do the things before you can learn how to be good at it or even do it for the first time. So I started this with the idea that I was going to record a video every day. This is my vlog. This is my transformation, my midlife transformation, and I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that because I hope to be inspirational to people who might be a little bit stuck, and that they can still do more. They can get out of wherever they are that maybe they don't want to be in anymore, and you can, if that's you can elevate yourself to another place from where you are now, if that's what you choose to do. So I'm hoping to be some inspiration for that. And I want to talk through what I struggle with, what I am learning, and what that process looks like. So I started with a phone. Everyone says, oh, you can just get started with a phone. Well, you can. It gets easier when you start to get some new equipment. So I discovered when I was trying to record myself with my bees that I need a lavalier mic, and I have one, but I got it today and I'm still a little bit not sure of using it, and I will do it. But today I needed to get this video out because it's the latter part of the day, and if you haven't been following along, there are days when I do a lot more running around, so it takes me a minute to sit down and get my video of the day done. And I'm not doing these pre-recorded. I'm doing these every day. So as my day transpires, I try to kind of register with what I want to talk about. And today is why it's really not too late to start, no matter what age you are. Whether you're young or my age or older or whatever it is, it's not too late to start. And it might become a little bit harder or take you more time to learn something, depending on what it is, but you can do it. So as I began to do more of these videos, I began to discover the kinds of things that would make it easier for me, like lighting, like a tripod that I can just take anywhere. Like, what does that look like if it's a selfie stick? Like, my arm is only so long. It does not really let me do too much as far as get a good video if I want to walk or talk or just sit. And so I didn't want a big bulky tripod. I have some big bulky tripods, but that's not what I want when I want to do a quick video. So I got myself a new tripod, and it literally took me a few minutes to figure out how to use it. You think a tripod, that's so simple. You just pop it open and pull it up, and for me, it was a little more to it than that. And I don't want to break anything, so I don't want to just force it open, and so it takes me a little bit. Sometimes it does take just a little more muscle to get things to work. I discovered that. So I would not have known if I never got it, if I never tried it, if I never just went, how do I do this? And what else did I get? Those are the three things. Like, they meant a lot to me. I felt like they were really going to help me out. The light, the tripod, and the lavalier mic. So I'm looking forward to using that when I get with my bees. And then I've been working a lot on trying to do more with the video editing applications and reels and social media. And I've been aware of all this stuff. I was a website developer, and then I stopped about 10 years ago. A lot of things have happened in 10 years. And getting older doesn't make it a lot easier to pick up new things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing things to kind of work on my neurotropic capacity of my brain and the neuroplasticity and things like that to slow down the aging and keep my brain as young as possible. And I'll talk about that in another video. Some of it has to do with herbs, and a lot of it has to do with diet and lifestyle and exercise. So I'll talk about that another time. And it's never too late to do something about that either. So the whole point of this really is it's not too late. If you haven't started, and again, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to put ages out there. It does not matter how old you are. You can read and learn and try to make yourself feel ready, but I can tell you from experience that there's no real ready. You just have to do, and it is in the doing that you learn. So I encourage you to keep following along. If you want a little inspiration, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have no idea what I'm doing. If I'm making mistakes now and you're someone who says, man, she would really do a lot better if she did this, please give me a comment. I would love to know what that is, and how to make it better. So, yeah, follow along. See how I do. I'm going to keep doing these, and I'll be doing more video content. I'm going to do some podcasts I get next week. I'm finally going to start recording. And I know in that process, I'm going to make so many mistakes, but I'll never know until I do. So if you don't know and there's something you want to do, just do. Just take a step, one step. You don't have to buy all the equipment. You don't have to have all the stuff. You just have to start. I can't even stress that enough, because I can just say I've been thinking and planning and analyzing and trying to figure out the right thing to do, and none of it worked. It only worked when I said I can't even think about spending another year stuck. And I just said on my birthday, it just felt a really good time. On my birthday, 25 days ago, I said I'm just gonna start, and I did. And here I am, and I'm gonna keep going because I'm kind of really having fun with this. So thanks for tuning in. I'll have more tomorrow on day 26. I hope that you are having a great day, night, morning, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And I hope to see you next time. Bye till the next video.